Tony Tone Show on Vintage Sound. Joining me now on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline. There's a brand new episode of Kate Plus 8 Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock Central on TLC. It's the star of that show, Kate Gosselin. How are you?
Hi, Tony. Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for doing this morning. I appreciate your time. How are all the kids? Are they doing good?
They're great, yes. In the middle of school, in the middle of winter, but we're getting through it. This is the hardest time of the school year. Oh, getting up in the dark.
I was going to say, in Iowa yesterday, it was a high of 5 below. So it's like miserable, right?
Stop.
Yeah.
That's not okay. Reasons to never move to Iowa.
I know. Okay. I don't even know, Kate. I feel like I could do radio in San Diego or Florida, but here I am in Iowa. And it's,
Yeah, that's kind of how we feel. The kids are like, we don't have to live anywhere certain. Why do we live in the cold?
Oh,
I'm
man.
Every winter I ask myself the same thing, actually.
I'm so jealous of people that are snowbirds that they kind of leave after Thanksgiving and then they come back in April and they just spend all that time in Florida or wherever. It seems like the best idea.
Yeah, I think if I went, I wouldn't be a snowbird. I'd be a permanent, whatever that resident down there in the warm.
Yeah, you'd become like a permanent bird, for lack of a better description.
A permanent bird, yeah.
So I don't know, Kate, I don't know how you do it because I'm 32 years old. I have a 3.5-year-old, soon to be 4, and a 1-year-old, and I feel like I'm overwhelmed. And then I think of people like yourself and even my grandma who had 8 kids. How do you do it?
Well, but the weird thing is, you feel overwhelmed with your 2 kids, as you should. Those are very busy ages. But that's what you know. So this is what I know, and I just feel overwhelmed. It's all relative.
Right.
And there is probably more moments in my day than the average parent of, a couple of kids where, you feel overwhelmed or outnumbered. I'm positive I'm overwhelmed and outnumbered, if that makes sense. It's the logistic issues that I face are logistically, humanly impossible a lot of times. But what is my choice? I mean, it sounds really cold and sterile to say that, but the truth is, what is my choice? I am the parent, and I must come through for them in every way, financially, physically, emotionally, and do all of those things. And I'm used to living my life tired.
Yeah.
All parents are. But it's just another level of, I'm just doing my best. And, I'm not enough most of the time, but I have to explain to my kids, reminder, there's 8 kids and 1 mom. I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
And also, I think part of that, how do I do it, is I'm teaching my kids to be very independent. And that's a great skill to have. They're going to have to take care of themselves someday. And so I'm fostering that independence, thinking on your own, doing things for yourself. If you can't reach it, get a stool.
Right.
And, I'm kind of like the boss overseeing and actively helping, but they're pitching in. And that's a key to a big family. And, that's what you got to do.
And it's got to help having the older girls. I mean, they probably have become allies of yours, right? With the younger group of kids to kind of help corral them and sort of be a good example and role models, right?
Yes. I mean, I think that I have an extra challenge because, my, you were saying your grandmother with 8 kids, they were probably all of different ages. This is just having 2 different age groups. It's kind of like a different setup, if you will. But yes, Maddie and Kara being 15, they can cook, they can bake, they do it when they're willing, they help. The little kids often listen to them, or they can get them to do what they need to do better than I can, because they really look up to Maddie and Kara. And we have the normal sibling, rivalry and the fighting and the bickering and the being rude to each other. Yeah, every house has it. But they're very helpful, and they know. Maddie and Kara can read, when I'm extra exhausted, I've had a rough day, and they do. They pitch in and help where they can when they're not saddled with 3,000 hours of homework. But, we hang out together, and not that I'm their friend. I'm definitely their mom and their parent and their authority figure, but we have a great relationship, and I'm really thankful to them.
They're
good.
Oh,
they
no.
whip this place into shape. I mean, they could whip a house of kids. They could babysit. Whew, like nobody's business.
It's so awesome. If you're just tuning in, Kate Gosselin, K+8, new episode tonight, 8 o'clock Central for us on TLC. So at this point, Kate, are you, because I don't know how it would be. Like, I'm friends with Frank Fritz from American Pickers, and I've seen them filming that show. Are you at a point now when they're there and they're filming for K+8 that you don't even notice the cameras and the crew? They're just kind of background?
I've always been that way since day one, which I hear is weird. I've never noticed them. It doesn't really bother me, never has. Kids are the same way. We've had our same crew for so many years that they are truly my friends, and all of our friends, and we hang out and talk, when we're not on camera. And I think, speaking of tonight's episode, I'm going on a blind date, and it was nerve-wracking, like, with a million exclamation points behind that. And I'm sure that although that people say, I can't believe you had cameras there, it's a strange feeling, but I felt safe and protected and insulated to have my crew, who's a bunch of guys. It's all guys.
Wow.
And so it was like, brothers, friends, close friends there to buffer, and it made it possible, which I know sounds crazy. I mean, that's how close I am to them. So we don't notice, and we look forward to when they're here, and it just is that way. And it's not me saying it. I mean, it's just visible on camera. We're just at ease. We're just doing our thing.
No, it makes total sense, especially since they've been with you since day one, essentially. And I think that does come through from a viewer's perspective, because everybody just is going about their lives, and it's being it's really like a documentary. I wouldn't even say reality series does it justice to what you guys have done over the years. Well, listen, I know that we don't have a lot of time. I just want to say, Kate, thank you again. We're going to watch tonight, and for the rest of the season. Good luck with all the kids, and thanks for the advice. And I think I'll stop being overwhelmed by my 2, and I'll just think about folks like yourself and my grandma that are doing it with 8, and it's an incredible thing that you're doing that.
Yes, enjoy the moments. That's what I would say. Also, it's this week and next week is the season finale. I'm tweeting. I always live tweet behind the scenes at Kate plus my 8, the number 8. So people enjoy that to kind of read extra things along the way while the show is airing. So.
Perfect.
You look up my Twitter.
We'll definitely follow you on Twitter, and good luck with the rest of the season, and enjoy the kids being in school. I'm sure that's a nice break, so to speak, right? A little bit.
It is. The days go too fast. You'll be there soon.
I know. I'm in we got 3 days a week with preschool from noon to 3, and it's like the best days ever.
Yeah, it's like hurry up and get everything done, right?
Yeah, seriously. All right, Kate, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.